Hi, welcome everybody. Tuesday Night Yoga. My name is David, and we're going to do what I call vignette yasa. They're little vignettes of flowing yoga. One of the core values of the YMCA is respect, and we think of respect as respecting others, but it also includes respecting ourselves. In yoga, the first limb are yama, and yama is respecting others. Niyama would be respecting ourselves and really concentrating on doing what's right for us. And so throughout this entire practice tonight, concentrate on what is going on with yourself, how you feel. We're going to start by coming down to the mat on all fours, and then come forward with your tailbone sitting back and your forehead coming down to the mat. This is balasana, or child's pose. When you're in child's pose, you can have your arms stretched long. That's actually extended child's pose, Utthita Balasana. Or you can have your hands back. Just settle in, forehead on the mat, letting your tailbone melt back towards your heels. And just begin to orient yourself with your space. Start to find a yoga breath in and out your nose. Your lips are sealed, your teeth are separated. Feel gravity pulling your tailbone down towards your heels. Settle in, I'll get some music started. As you're here in child's pose, start to engage what are known as bandhas. Even here, in Balasana, you can pull up your pelvic floor. Tighten your glute muscles a little bit. It's called Mula Bandha. Begin to pull in your belly button. Engage your abdominal muscles. That's Uddiyana Bandha. Throughout this entire practice tonight, keep those bandhas locked as you move. Start to work your way up to a kneeling plank. Your hands are under shoulders. Knees are hip distance apart. Be flat from the top of your head right to your knees. Explore your core. Engage those bandhas. Lock them as tight as you can. On an exhale, sit back to a shallow child's pose. Inhale to that kneeling plank. Just exhale back. Inhale forward. You're practicing vinyasa yoga. One movement, one breath. Yoga is a strange fitness class in that we all don't necessarily move in unison. Necessarily move in unison with me. You want to synchronize with your breath. That's the right pace for you. If you want to add on, you can bend your elbows, hover on an exhale, inhale up, then exhale as you come back into a child's pose. Feel yourself moving with those bandhas locked, your core engaged. In Sanskrit, energy is prana. Breath is pranayama. Your breath is your energy. Anytime you pursue a deep breath in and out your nose, it's an ujjayi pranayama. Give it some texture. Make it audible. Do one more in each direction. Then reset in that tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees hip distance apart. From here, tip your gaze forward and your tailbone high with a sway in your back. It's called a cow pose. It's technically a form of upward facing dog. Chaturanga. The gaze is the easy part, bringing the tailbone higher. Takes a little concentration. You can feel those bandhas working and helping. The counter pose is an angry cat. On an exhale, push your spine into your shirt. Chuck your chin back at your belly button. There's actually another bandha, this chin tucked looking back, Jalandhara. You have this chin tuck, Jalandhara, pelvic floor pulled up, Mula Bandha, your belly button pulled in, Uddiyana Bandha. It's called the Mahabandha, the mother bond. As much integrity in this pose as you can have. Transition back to that cow pose on an inhale, and arch your back on an exhale. Start to flow. One movement, one breath. Keep flowing. Do a few more here. I'm going to check, see if there's any comments. Make sure everything's okay. I don't hear any music. Let's try this again. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Reset in tabletop. Re-engage the core. From here, extend the right hand out, straight out your mat, and counterbalance with the left foot back. Bent at the foot like you're standing on the wall behind you. A spinal balance. Work your breath as deeply as you can in and out your nose, that Ujjayi pranayama. And exhale as you reset the tabletop. Go to the other side, left hand, right foot. Feel your core working to keep you stable, your hips floating over your mat. And exhale as you reset to tabletop. Start to flow side to side. You inhale as you reach. Exhale as you reset. Inhale, go to the other side. One movement, one breath. Classic Vinyasa yoga. Do one more at each side. Reset in tabletop. From here, point your toes straight back, bend at the knee, so those right toes are pointed straight up at the ceiling, the tiger's tail, if you will. On an exhale, bring the knee down towards your nose. Inhale the toes up.
And then on an exhale, point the toes straight back with a straight leg. Inhale, back up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale, point. Keep your breath deep in and out your nose. Have a little conversation with your back. Make sure it's feeling good. Next time your toe is pointed up at the ceiling, just hold there. Work those bandhas. Feel your back working for you. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can reach back with this left hand, opening the left shoulder. Maybe find your foot. If that's too much, just release. Just keep that foot pointed in the air. This kneeling half bow is prepping us for some other half bows later in the routine. Exhale as you release. Reset. And tabletop. Point the left toes up towards the ceiling on an inhale. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Inhale, back up. Point the toes behind you. Point them back up. Knee to nose. Concentrate on flowing with your core engaged. Synchronize with your breath. Inhale as you point the toes up. Exhale as you point them back. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Next time your toes are pointed up at the ceiling, just hold them there. If you want to go a little deeper, you can reach back with this right hand. A little pressure with your right hand. Very gently release. Find a shallow child's pose. Just give your back a little break. Explore how it's doing. And come all the way up to kneeling. From this kneeling position, extend your right leg straight out to the right. Left hand on the mat, right hand reaching for the ceiling, a kneeling side plank. On an inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, touch the ground. Inhale up, exhale down. One movement, one breath. In a typical day, our body doesn't move laterally. Everything we do is straight ahead. And this lateral movement is good for the body, it's good for the brain. This movement here is good for your hip. Not only builds strength and endurance, but also flexibility. Everybody's range is different. Just explore what it feels like for you and appreciate the benefit you're giving your hip, your back, and your brain. One more here. From here, plant that foot, that right foot, push all the way up. Start bringing this right ear down towards your right leg. You can reach this right hand. Inhale, left hand high till you feel resistance along that left side. Push into it. One of the hidden secrets of yoga, we use the muscles in both directions, contraction and extension. Your muscles are in flexion right now. It's the healthiest way to use your muscles. As you exhale, come to the left, plant both hands hip or shoulder width apart, your feet hip distance apart behind you, into a full plank. You can be up on your hands, you can be on your elbows if that's more comfortable. You can be down on your knees. We'll find a side plank again. You can drop that left knee, kickstand. You find this side plank. Another option from the full plank, You step this right foot and plant it. Roll out to the knife edge. Your left foot. There's a supported side plank. So one more option. Full plank, you can roll. Legs stacked. If you want to push a little more, you can lift the leg, push the hips high into a side star. Reset in that full plank. From here, drop the left knee again. Find that kneeling side plank. And if you'd like, you can extend the left leg forward, fallen star, reaching back with that right hand, pushing your hips as high as you possibly can. Otherwise, just keep that left knee kickstanded on the ground. Come back, reset in that full plank. Here's a fairly advanced move. Feel free to just kickstand that left knee. Otherwise, you can step the right foot. This left leg kicks under and up. And you cap those toes with your right peace fingers. It's known as a Brazilian kick. A joke, you can do a Brazilian of them. Then come back, full plank, down to your knees. Little child's pose. Take a little break. Appreciate all that hard work you just did. As you come up, come all the way around to the other side of the mat. Oh, I've got some leg lifts to do. So from here, extend your left leg out. Right hand down. Left hand high in this kneeling side plank. And find that flow, that leg lift flow. Just inhale up, exhale down. One movement, one breath. Appreciate the benefit you're giving this hip. If the arm up is too much, you can always bring it to your hip. Find some other arm position that works for you. Feel your energizing breath helping with the movement. One more here. Plant that left foot. Push yourself all the way up. This left ear starts coming down to the left leg. Reach the left hand for the left foot. Inhale, right hand high. Building that resistance along the right side. Feel those muscles in flexion, the extension, working the muscles long. Energizing with that deep Ujjayi pranayama. Exhale as you come out. Plant your hands at the top of your mat, under your shoulders. Feet hip distance apart in a full plank. You can find that option down on your elbows if you'd like. Down on your knees. Or up on your hands and your toes. Find that side plank, kickstand the right knee. Inhale. Left hand high. You can lift the leg and hold if you'd like. Another variation. You can step this left foot forward. Roll out to the knife edge. The right foot. Inhale high. Another option from full plank. Roll to a side plank. Legs straight. Lift that top leg, push the hips high, pursue side star. Here you come down to that full plank. We'll do that kneeling side plank again, the left foot down. You can extend the right leg out, reaching back with the hips high in a shooting star. Exhale all the way down to a shallow child's pose. Appreciating all the work you just did on that side. Come all the way back up onto your knees. We did those half bows with the tiger tails. From here, we're going to go through some more half bows. Be very gentle, be very diligent in keeping your core engaged. You'll notice that your hips are square to the front. We'll keep them there this whole time. You target the right hand back towards the right heel as you lift with the left hand. Concentrate on keeping those bandhas locked. The heel is just a target, not a goal. The kneeling half bow, camel pose. Exhale as you come out. Target that left hand back towards the left heel as you reach up with the right hand. Counterbalance, hips are square. Feel that Mula Bandha. Glutes are engaged. Exhale as you come forward. Start to flow side to side. You inhale as you reach. Exhale as you come out. Inhale as you go to the other side. Some people might have full camel pose in their practice. This would be a time you could pursue that. I think it's a pretty aggressive pose. This flow makes it so you don't push too far. Practice moving with those bandhas locked, synchronizing with your breath. A little vignette yasa flow. Do one more to each side. As you exhale, you're going to move through a full plank. Don't worry, we're not going to be here too long. From here, push your hips high and Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. You can pedal your heels if you'd like, or let both of them melt down towards the mat. Let your chest drop between your shoulders. You can even find that Mahabandha. Tuck your chin, look back at your belly button. All three bandhas engaged. All right. From here, lift the left leg high. In a single leg down dog. Step it to the top of the mat. You can help it if you need to. Exhale in a forward fold. Inhale as you bring your arms high. Exhale. Tadasana, mountain pose. You're going to step across the mat. So you inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale to the left side in a forward fold. Inhale as you flatten your back, looking forward in a half lift. Exhale as you step right foot back, followed by left foot with hips high and downward facing dog. Come forward to that full plank. From here, there's a couple options. One is you can bring your knees down and then bring your gaze up into that cow pose. And exhale, tuck your toes, put your hips high back to downward facing dog. Another option is come into that full plank and lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale as you bring your gaze forward in a cobra. Exhale as you push back to a child's pose. Tuck your toes. You inhale into a full plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more option. Traditionally, you come from this full plank, bend your elbows, hover over the mat in Chaturanga Dandasana. Flip your feet flat, shine your heart as you straighten your arms. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. As you push back, tuck your toes, Lift your right leg high in the air in that single leg down dog. Gently step that foot forward in a low lunge. Inhale, right hand high. So it was a twisted low lunge. As you exhale your hand down, you step the left foot forward, feet together, and forward fold. Inhale, hands high, sitting low, an Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, as you find Mountain Tadasana. Step across your mat again. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, forward fold to the right side. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold as you step left foot followed by right foot to downward facing dog. Forward to that full plank. Choose the option that works for you. You can bend your elbows, hover in chaturanga, flip your feet flat, shine your heart, upward facing dog. Tuck your toes as you push back to down dog and lift the left leg high. Gently step the left foot forward to a low lunge. You can twist by inhaling the left hand high. Left hand comes down, right foot next to your left foot in a forward fold. Inhale, sitting low in Utkatasana like you're holding an energy ball up. Then exhale as you come out. We'll do it again. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, stepping right, then left, hips high. Inhale to plank. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. As you push back to down dog, lift your right leg high in the air. Gently step the right foot forward to a twisted lunge. Hand comes down, the left foot forward, and you inhale, sitting low. Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana. We'll do it again. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping left foot, followed by right foot with hips high. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. As you push back to down dog, the left leg lifts high in the air. Gently step that foot to a low lunge. You can twist by inhaling the left hand high. Exhale that hand down. Inhale, hands high, sitting low. Utkatasana. Exhale as you come out. All right, we'll do one more to each side. I'll try to cue a little bit less. Try to flow on your own. Synchronize with your breath. Move with those bandhas engaged. Breathe as deeply as you can, in and out your nose. Feel that Ujjayi pranayama energizing your whole body. Do one more across the mat. Awesome. Nicely done. That whole series is meant to flow seamlessly with your breath, moving with the core engaged. All right. We've done a couple of half bows from our knees. We're going to do it standing now. So from this standing posture, have your feet about hip distance apart. Concentrate on having those bandhas locked. You simply bend the right leg, grab that right foot, kind of a basic quad stretch. Bring your knees together, squares the hips, the front. You can keep this hand placement. If you want to go a little deeper, bring the hand up and around the foot and grab your instep. You can reach this left hand to counterbalance. So begin to put pressure in your right hand. The right foot comes straight back. Keep the knee in line. The tendency is to open up. This pose is meant to have foot comes straight back, the right shoulder open. Dancer pose, standing half bow. Come out of this pose, bring your knees back together again. Gently release. Beautiful. All right, we'll go to the other side. The brain's an interesting part of the body. It actually has trouble switching sides. So as you bend this left leg, grab the left foot, you might feel a little more instability. The mind's just figuring out, oh, you switch sides. Keep these knees together, square the hips. And start opening this left shoulder. Want to find that hand position to the instep. Just have your thumb pretty much under the ball of your foot. Reach with the right hand as you start to put pressure into your left hand. Left knee coming straight back in alignment. Concentrate on that energizing breath. As you come out, bring your knees together. Gently release. Very nice. All right. From here, we're going to work our way all the way back down to our mat. We'll go this way. Change it up a little bit. Come all the way down to the mat in a prone position on your stomach. Have your hands loosely out in front of you, legs straight behind you. Start to squeeze your legs together. Find those bandhas. Pull up your pelvic floor, engage the glute muscles. Pull up the belly button, find that Uddiyana Bandha. Clench your legs so tight they lift up off the mat. Once you have your lower muscles tight, you can lift your hands, bring your gaze up in this locust pose. You feel how the chest is lifted with the leg muscles. Squeeze them as tight as you can. Feel great integrity in this pose. And just exhale and push your way back into a very shallow child's pose. Check in with your back, make sure it's doing okay. Remember, respect. We want to respect our body. Come forward into that prone position again. All the way down to your stomach. Hands loosely out in front of you. Your feet are maybe about hip distance apart. Bend the right leg so the right toes pointed up towards the ceiling. You feel those bandhas lock, your core engages. Reach back with this right hand. Grab what you can. Maybe you can find your ankle, your foot. Open the right shoulder. Start to put pressure into your right hand. If it's too much, just hold there. Maybe close your eyes. Check in. Make sure your body's happy with this. The right thigh might come up off the mat. Half bow. And exhale, the thigh down, release. push back into a very shallow child's pose. I'll turn around for the other side. Come forward, that prone position again, hands loosely out in front of you. Bend the left leg, left toes pointed up at the ceiling. Reach back with this left hand, opening the left shoulder. You might just target your heel. If you can find your ankle or your foot, just keep your hips on the mat, left shoulders open. Start to put pressure into this left hand. Leg might lift up off the mat. Maybe close your eyes. See what your body's telling you. Have a little conversation with your back. Make sure it likes this posture. Exhale as you release. Push yourself back into that shallow child's pose, little counter pose. As you do, bring your knees out wide and your feet together, hands stretched out over your head. As you come forward, keep your feet together, knees spread wide, and roll on the flat area just inside the kneecaps. As you come forward, you can put that sway in your back, your gaze comes high in a scorpion. Then push back to that child's pose on an exhale. You can turn this into a flow. Let's come forward on an inhale. Push back on an exhale. If this is too much on your knees, you can go back to that kneeling plank, back to a more conventional child's pose. You can also slide low and come high, accentuating the sway in your back. We've done a lot of back work here tonight. A couple of half bows on our knees, standing half bow. And we finished with this prone half bow on our stomachs. If we did it right, our back will thank us. Our spine will move more fluidly. Do one more here. Just hold in child's pose. So instead of ending in Shavasana, we're going to end with feet up the wall. You can use a chair, an ottoman, the wall, anything you can prop your feet up on. If you don't have anything available, you can just lay on your back, legs straight, arms gently at your side in Shavasana. Otherwise, bring your tailbone close to the wall, legs straight up. If having your tailbone close to the wall is too much, just move back a little bit, get a little angle. Find a place where your arms are comfortable, your shoulder blades are flat. Let your breathing return to normal. Autonomic, if you will. Your body breathes on its own. All day, all night. Let it. You concentrate on your natural breathing. At first, it'll feel like you're manipulating your breath, but just concentrate. Your body knows what to do. Any thoughts that enter your mind, let them go. By simply going back to observing your natural breathing. Feel gravity pulling you down into the earth. just be. Bring your awareness back to the space around you. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Eventually, drawing your knees down towards your chest. Classically, you roll through the right side of a fetal position. Keeps your heart on the left lifted, signifying the rebirth of your practice. Take your time. Eventually, we'll meet together in a seated posture. This whole yoga practice is really a form of meditation. We concentrate not only on yama and niyama, the respect, not of others, but of ourselves. Pranayama, the breath. Asana, the poses. And we work our way all the way to a state, the end, where we imprint the practice. And as you emerge, you've reset your mind, your body, and your spirit. You're more content, happier than when you started. It's a gift you gave yourself. You get to take it with you. Bring your hands to heart center. Namaste, my friends. Have a wonderful evening. I teach again on Saturday morning at 9. Hopefully you'll join me. And feel free to comment, and I'll respond when I see them. Thank you.